In early 2025, Airbusan flight BX391 made headlines after a terrifying mid-air incident involving a carry-on lithium battery. Just 40 minutes into the flight, a power bank in a passenger's smart luggage overheated and burst into flames, forcing an emergency landing in Osaka. While no one was seriously injured, the event shocked the industry and prompted immediate changes to carry-on rules worldwide. This wasn't just an isolated case. Aviation safety authorities had been warning about such risks for years, but BX391 became the final straw. Now, airlines and airports are rolling out stricter and smarter carry-on regulations than ever before. If you think the old rules still apply, think again. The list you're about to hear includes not only what you can and cannot bring, but also hefty fines, rejections at security, and even the risk of being banned from future flights. So if you want your next journey to be smooth, safe, and stress-free, pay close attention. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss more crucial updates and insider tips about flying smarter in 2025 and beyond. Rule number 1, power banks and spare batteries must be carried in the cabin, but within limits. After the BX391 incident, lithium batteries are under tighter scrutiny than ever. You are now required to carry all power banks, spare lithium-ion batteries, and USB charging packs in your carry-on, never in checked baggage. But here's what's new. Most airlines now cap power banks at 100 watt-hours, or roughly 27,000 milliamp hours. Some airports, like those in South Korea, Singapore, and Germany, have begun scanning battery wattage at security. If the power bank exceeds 100 watt-hours and you don't have prior airline approval, you'll have to leave it behind. Also, you're limited to 2 spare batteries per person, unless stated otherwise. Fines for trying to sneak banned batteries can reach up to $2,000, especially in Japan and Australia. And don't try to argue, it's a flight safety issue. For frequent flyers, it's smart to label your battery's wattage clearly. This not only avoids delays, but also proves your tech is travel compliant. When in doubt, leave the bulky charger at home and bring a compact one that clearly states its output. Rule number 2, new liquid limits include cosmetics, baby formula, and even souvenirs. The 100 milliliter, 3.4 ounce liquid rule still applies in most airports, but 2025 brings new clarifications and tighter enforcement. Now, items like liquid lipsticks, gel-based hand sanitizers, essential oils, perfume samplers, and even snow globes must follow the liquid volume restriction. Travelers in Australia and the UK have already seen new signage and announcements warning that all semi-liquid items will be screened under stricter criteria. TSA-style trays in the US now include separate compartments just for cosmetics. A common mistake? Packing multiple small liquids in different compartments of a bag. If they're not in a single transparent resealable quart-sized bag, they may be confiscated. In countries like the UAE and South Korea, fines for non-compliance can reach $500, especially if delays are caused. Even gifts or sealed souvenir jars can be rejected. The safest move? Pack liquids in your checked baggage or use solid alternatives like bar shampoo and balm deodorants. For those traveling with babies, make sure baby formula and breast milk are declared at security. They're allowed, but only with proper declaration. Rule number 3, carry-on weight limits are being strictly enforced, even at the gate. Think you're safe just because you made it through check-in? Think again. In 2025, more airlines are implementing final weight checks at the boarding gate. This practice, once rare, is becoming common in airports across Europe, Southeast Asia, and the Middle East. While carry-on weight limits vary, often 7 kilograms, 15 pounds, for economy class, airlines like Scoot, Jetstar, and even Lufthansa now use portable scales at the gate to ensure compliance. If you're even half a kilo over, you may be forced to check your bag and pay a last-minute fee as high as $150. What's worse, some passengers have reported being denied boarding entirely for arguing or refusing. To avoid drama, invest in a digital luggage scale and double-check your bag after security, especially if you've added snacks or duty-free items. Pro tip: wear your heaviest items and use coat pockets to redistribute small gadgets or chargers. Rule number 4, smart luggage must have removable batteries. No exceptions. Smart luggage bags with built-in GPS, USB charging ports, or tracking devices are popular with tech-savvy travelers, but they now face stricter scrutiny. In 2025, international aviation rules clearly state, if your smart luggage contains a lithium battery, it must be removable. Non-removable batteries are considered a fire hazard. Major airports like LAX, Heathrow, and Changi now ban smart bags with fixed batteries, even if they're turned off. If your bag can't pass this check, you'll have to leave it behind or miss your flight. These rules apply whether you plan to carry it on or check it in. Manufacturers like Away, Samsonite, and July have started redesigning their bags to comply. But older models could get you in trouble. While there may not be an official fine, you risk losing your entire bag or facing emergency repacking at the airport. Best advice, travel only with bags labeled as airline approved and always know where the battery compartment is. Rule number 5, medication must be declared and properly labeled. Carrying medication through airport security has always required some care, but 2025 rules bring more documentation requirements and tighter checks. All medication, including prescription pills, syringes, inhalers, and insulin pens, must be clearly labeled with your name and dosage. Many countries now require a doctor's note or prescription letter for certain controlled substances, especially in Japan, UAE, and Indonesia. Even over-the-counter meds like painkillers, sleeping pills, or nasal sprays may be flagged if carried in bulk. Security officials can now scan medication with AI to detect banned ingredients, and undeclared substances may lead to confiscation or a fine of up to $1,000. Liquid medicine over 100 milliliters is still allowed, but only if declared and accompanied by proof of need. Tip: keep medication in its original packaging and place it in an easy-access pouch. Don't mix pills into unmarked containers or daily pill organizers unless they're clearly labeled. Being transparent can save time and avoid a very bad day. Rule number 6, food in carry-on bags is under more scrutiny than ever. Bringing food on a flight? Think again before you pack that homemade meal. In 2025, many airports now flag solid and semi-solid food for secondary screening. Cheese blocks, meat products, sauces, dips, and even peanut butter may be pulled for testing. Why? Smugglers have disguised illegal items as food, prompting heightened alerts. Australia, New Zealand, and the US have imposed strict biosecurity laws, and fines for bringing undeclared food products can reach 2,200 Australian dollars. Some countries now require travelers to declare any perishable food items at the customs form, even if you plan to consume them on the plane. Popular snacks like sandwiches, rice balls, or spring rolls may be scrutinized depending on appearance and smell. If you must bring food, opt for factory-sealed snacks or simple dry goods. Avoid sauces, soups, or anything that could resemble liquid or paste, and always be ready to declare. It's better than facing a costly surprise. Rule number 7, multi-device charging stations and extension cords are getting banned. With so many devices to charge, travelers often bring portable hubs and extension cords. But in 2025, many airlines are banning multi-outlet charging hubs due to overheating and fire risks. Countries like Canada and Germany now allow only one charger per device rule on board. You may no longer plug multiple items into one power strip. Extension cords, surge protectors, or cheap universal adapters can be confiscated at security or gate checks. Cabin crew have been instructed to report passengers attempting to use non-approved electronics. If caught trying to use a high-voltage power bank with multiple USB-C ports simultaneously, you may be asked to shut it down, or even be fined depending on the airline's safety policy. It's best to carry a single compact charger with safety certification labels. Look for travel-safe icons like CE, FCC, or RCM, and avoid anything that seems too good to be true. Cheap electronics are often flagged by AI scanners during boarding. Rule number 8, clothing and personal accessories are now part of security checks. That cozy travel outfit might cause more problems than comfort in 2025. With AI-powered scanners, bulky clothing, and accessories like large hoodies, oversized scarves, platform shoes, and metallic jewelry can now trigger extra inspections. Some airports in Europe and the Middle East have begun flagging layered outfits, fearing they may conceal prohibited items. If you're pulled aside for a full-body scan due to your outfit, expect delays of 10 to 20 minutes. What's more, metal heavy belts, bras with underwires, or tech-embedded wearables may also get flagged. And no, arguing won't help. If you want to breeze through security, opt for minimalist clothing, slip-on shoes, metal-free belts, and avoid layering too many accessories. Airlines don't fine you for fashion mistakes, but missing a boarding call while you're stuck in secondary screening might be costlier than you think. Rule number 9. Duty-free rules are stricter. Even sealed bags can be rejected. Duty-free shopping may feel like a traveler's right, but new 2025 regulations are tightening the reins. Liquids, alcohol, and perfumes purchased duty-free must be in tamper-evident sealed bags, stubs, and accompanied by the original receipt. However, if you have a connecting flight in a different country, security at the second airport might still confiscate them, even if sealed. This happens often in the EU and US, where additional screenings apply. Worse yet, travelers unaware of time zone shifts or tight layovers might end up arriving at gates late due to duty-free repacking. Some airlines, especially budget carriers, now limit the number of duty-free bags you can carry, sometimes to just one. And if you exceed the limit, you'll be asked to consolidate or leave items behind. Tip: if you plan to shop, do it at your final departure airport or opt for home delivery services many duty-free shops now offer. Rule number 10. Tech gadgets may require proof of ownership. This final rule might surprise you. In 2025, high-value tech like laptops, drones, and professional cameras may require proof of purchase or ownership, especially when traveling through customs in the US, China, or Australia. Why? Authorities want to deter tech smuggling, especially of high-end electronics purchased duty-free or in tax-free regions. Some travelers have had their devices temporarily confiscated for lack of documentation, particularly if the item looks brand new. If you're a digital nomad or content creator, carry a purchase receipt or a digital copy in your email. Serial numbers may be cross-checked. If a device seems suspiciously unused or out of packaging, you may be flagged. This is especially true when entering countries known for strict customs enforcement. To stay safe, always declare expensive tech and keep your items clearly labeled with your name. A few extra seconds of prep could save you hours or days of frustrating delay. That wraps up the most crucial carry-on rule changes you must know in 2025. Flying smarter means staying informed, because one small mistake could cost you a flight, a fine, or even your freedom. So pack wisely, stay alert, and don't forget to subscribe for more tips and updates that airlines don't want you to know.